Welcome back to part 4 of 5 of the capital project presentation. In this part, we're going to be talking about the energy performance piece that I mentioned earlier and several times through the presentations up to part 4. What is energy performance contracting? And you've probably heard me refer to it in the public presentations and in the video presentations as EPC. Energy performance is an alternative means of funding building improvements with no cost or impact to the district. Um, and looking at it through the eyes of increasing energy efficiency and improving the building environment. The program is designed to be self-funding through energy retrofitting, paid for from existing budgeted funds, and that also qualifies for state building aid. Um, and no bond vote is required. But in this case, we are sending this project, the energy performance piece of the project, out to a vote so we can receive an additional 10% building aid from SED. That's a piece that you'll see when the financials of the slide where this project pays for itself and then some. There'll be no impact to the local taxpayer and a guaranteed performance in savings. And later on, we'll talk about a number that Siemens is guaranteeing that we're going to see in savings. Um, so it's really quite a win-win for the district and for the company Siemens. Energy performance contracts, the facilities for improvements, we're looking at a project size of 1.115 million, and this includes the auditorium rooftop unit replaced at the junior senior high school. This rooftop unit has exceeded its life expectancy and usage and will be replaced with a new unit that is, of course, more energy efficient as well too. Energy management system improvements, we'll be looking at plug load management with DCV and OSST controls, building controls, computer powered usage, and that's really looking at the plug load and making sure we're not drawing electricity when we don't need to be drawing electricity to pieces of equipment, and making sure computers are automatically turning off after a certain hour each night and each day. We're going to be looking at a full LED lighting upgrade as well, where it has not already previously been completed. If you remember, a couple years back, we did $100,000 worth of lighting upgrades and received building aid on that at the junior senior high school on the exterior and some interior lights. We'll also have built into this is solar photovoltaic panels producing about 52 kilowatts of electricity, which isn't in a lot, but within the solar system to be located on the junior senior high school roof. So this will be incorporated into a little bit of savings, not a significant amount, but also incorporated into the science, technology, engineering, and math curriculum within the school's programs. So it'll also be a nice educational tool for students and environmentally conscious of energy use. Mechanical upgrades will also include some triple duty valves, which refers to as HVAC, supplying hot water to different rooms and how that hot water is distributed and moves throughout the building within the piping of the infrastructure, and making sure that's done in an efficient way. And the last piece for this slide is the building envelope. And when we talk about the building envelope improvements, we're talking about just making sure windows and doors are sealed up properly, and that we're not having undue drafts, just for keeping the building a little more comfortable from the elements in the cold or the extreme heat temperatures that we're getting that seem to fall around the beginning of school and the end of school. Energy performance contract, the financing behind this whole piece is, as I've said earlier, it's a $1.115 million project for energy performance that will be funded through a bond. The bond process is facilitated through fiscal advisors and qualifies, as our overall project does, qualifies for building aid at 82.8%. Remember, I talked about on the previous slide is we're taking the energy performance and wrapping it in with our capital project, and asking taxpayers to approve it, where we get an extra 10% aid on this portion of the project. The annual savings that I talked about, that's contractually guaranteed from a previous slide, is $61,000. And if we don't see that $61,000 in savings, Siemens will write the district a check for the difference. So if the district only sees $50,000 in savings any given year, Siemens will write the district a check for $11,000. And then we look at the potential 18-year benefits of over $1.5 million. When you look at the benefits of over $1.5 million in 18 years is what the expected payback is to pay for itself. We're well over the 1.115 million when we're looking at a potential of 1.5 million over the 18 years, more than pays for itself with energy savings. This concludes part 4 of 5 on the energy performance contract. There are links on the capital project page with more information and history of the development of the project. I thank you for listening to me on part 4 in the energy performance project piece of our capital project. Reminder, our capital project vote is March 8th, 2017 from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Thank you.